everybody, and warm welcome to my channel, Tarot by Izabela. I hope you're all doing fine, even if we live in very strange and turbulent times, and I'm very happy to see you here. Today's video will be about those days of darkness that are talked about on so many different platforms. And we have probably many of you have heard about this expression: 10 days of darkness, 3 weeks of darkness, 1 week of darkness, 3 months of darkness. So it's a lot of talk out there about a certain period of time that will be in darkness. And what does it mean, this darkness? Does it mean that we're gonna have a total solar eclipse? Or will the internet go down? Or will the electricity grid go down? What is this about? Or is it just in a certain place on Earth? Or is it on the total all around the globe? Or is it what is it anyway? And I will try to look into that today. And to do so, I'm going to use my Labradorite crystal ball, some tarot cards, major arcana cards, gypsy cards, oracle cards, and some normal playing cards. And before we begin, I must thank you all, wonderful viewers, for all of your support to this channel, for your sharing, for your caring, for your comments. Everything you do helps so much, and it gives so much strength and inspiration to continue doing more videos. So without you, there would not be any channel, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And I also shortly must give some scam warning. I will have to do that in every video in the beginning. So please be careful if you got contact by someone who pretends to be me, even have my profile photo, asking you for things, money or favors or whatever. I never contact you first. I never promote anything. I don't sell anything. And I don't do personal readings, in case you should find a Facebook account or something that pretends to do readings in my name. I don't do it. You will be scammed. So big warning. And the correct mail address to me, you will find it down in the description. In the description, you will also find the correct link to the Telegram group and also to my backup channel on Rumble. So everything is down in the description. So let's start now with this darkness theme. And I will look into this Labradorite crystal ball. And Labradorite is good to go deeper into, could be mysteries or secrets, what lays below those layers of whatever energy. So it's a quite deep and spiritual crystal ball, and hopefully it will help us to get some answers to what those days of darkness could mean. And I just need to concentrate for a few moments on my crystal ball. And after the crystal ball, I'm going to take some extra cards for extra questions. So yeah, confirm or go deeper into a subject. So let's begin then. Just give me a few moments and soon we start the reading. Okay, let's see what we can find. Yeah. The first thing I see a television set, and I see the channels like there are no really any channels on the TV. And that is a part of some darkness, communication darkness through television. Or you can say some kind of stop, some darkness in the tell a lie vision. So this kind of propaganda or mind control or brainwashing through the TV set, that will stop, and that will be a kind of darkness in that. So that is this propaganda machine through the television will be stopped, and it will go into darkness. And around that I see a number 10. That could be 10 days of darkness, when you cannot really tune into the normal news. And the television set will be hijacked by something else to give some other kind of information. But not the normal thing we see on the TV. Let's see what we can see more. Yeah. And here I see something else. And that they gave me around a month, 30 days. Around a month, 4 weeks, 30 days. And that is a different kind of darkness, and that is a symbolical darkness. Meaning, when people are left in darkness, they don't know what's happening, then they don't know what to believe in. Their whole world is turning upside down. And that could be a very stressful darkness to many persons. Especially if you firmly believed in something and then you get proof right up in your face that all of your beliefs or whatever you've been fighting for or defending, it's really an illusion. It's not real, or it's something very dangerous or destructive. And that will leave millions, maybe even billions people in total darkness. They don't know what to believe in. They don't know if they're going right or left or upside down. That is emotional, psychological darkness. So this kind of darkness is also about to happen. Time frames are very difficult to predict on. I don't really want to give any precise time frames. When this will happen, I get a strong number 2. Could be within 2 years, could be 2 weeks, 2 months, or the second month of the year, February. So something with number 2. And that could cause a lot of chaos, because if you are in a panic mode and you really don't know what's happening, you panic, you do stupid things, you stupid decisions, or and when that happens, I can strongly recommend just to stay calm. Things will be resolved, and light will come through that, so you will know what is really going on. Then this show me 15 days, like 2 weeks of darkness, and that is a possibility not to take out cash. Could be that credit cards doesn't work, the whole bank system doesn't work, everything is down. There is you cannot buy stuff, you cannot pay through online services, or you cannot take out cash. So some darkness in the electronical communication with banks and accounts and things like that. Yeah. And that will unfortunately result in a lot of anger, smashed shop windows and looting. But at that point, it could be that some military or some extra forces comes in just to keep it calm. Then I also see could be non-earthers, not extraterrestrial, but aliens, some kind of race that is not originated from Earth. When those big motherships reveal themselves, since they will do so, and their kind of technology could interfere with a lot of lesser developed technology here on Earth. And I see this some kind of alien technology that will knock out. Could be weapons, could be this kind of technology, not to make it work. Also with computers, some electrical grids in some places, special electricity that are supporting some military complex, or this kind of stuff. That will be knocked out, and that could hold quite long, almost a month. So there are different kind of darkness that is about to happen. According to the crystal ball, this prediction anyway, I cannot say that it's 100% truth, but this is what I receive here. Even if it will be very scary and very frustrating, this will also awaken different kind of perspective of humanity. We will have to help each other. We will have to learn to share, take care of our neighbors and a family in a totally different way. The last 50, 60 years we have been more and more isolated, more and more closed off in feelings and emotion, in sharing and caring for each other. And this kind of darkness that will come over the planet Earth will force people in one way or another to look down into their heart and open up and really, really begin to think about things that really matters in life. Especially before those motherships appearing for everyone to see. And this will not be a blue beam project. This will be something that cannot be explained with a blue beam projection. It's something much bigger and on every place on the planet. Before that happens, I see animals in the oceans, animals on land, animals in the air, behaving very strangely. Or they will swim or fly in certain patterns, almost like geometrical patterns. Or pose themselves. If there are herds of animals, sheep or cows or wild animals, whatever, they will position themselves almost in geometrical patterns. Like they are aligning themselves to some kind of non-terrestrial frequencies. And that could be seen everywhere. As I said, fishes, animals in the sea, birds, animals on land, all kinds of strange behavior. Not aggressive, not attacking people, but just behaving very strangely. Like under a hypnosis. Okay, let's take some cards and see if we can get some additional information on here, on this darkness theme. There are good military and there are some evil military left. But here I get a vision of men and women dressed in military uniforms, and around them there are good energy, there are clean energy vibrating from those military, and they are greeting beings from other planets, good beings, good-hearted beings that will be here for assistance and help, and they will in a way collaborate and work together. And, just the crop circles in the fields. Many say there are signs of extraterrestrial activities. And I was thinking about those animals in different kinds of patterns, almost similar to those crop circles in different fields that have been documented all over the world. Let's see if we can get any additional information about those days of darkness. Last one. And some dice. And the cards, they look like this. In the tarot cards, we have Page of Cups, 10 of Cups, 4 of Coins, 3 of Coins, 8 of Cups. On the Oracle cards and Gypsy card, we have Anger, a bouquet of tulips, 6 of Spade, and on the Major Arcana, we have the Moon. And then on the dice, we have a badminton racket, apple, one angry face and one nice face, like 2 masks, a regret about, and a tiger baby. Those darkness, well, one part of it is about the little ones. A lot of things will be revealed in one episode of those darkness days, and that will cause extremely much anger around the people around the globe. What have been done to the little ones, how they have been played with and used as a game. And I think that will be revealed a lot during those 10 days of darkness, because we have 10 of Cups here, just beside the Page of Cups. And during this period, people will have to get along. Doesn't matter what skin color, what religion, we are all humans, and really try to get along. And that will be like an apple, a push towards that. We have to make friends, we have to be there for each other. Under the moon, here we have the moon. One aspect of those darkness days will also be to, find out who is really good and who is just having a mask of goodness. So a lot of this will be revealed. Who is greedy, who is evil, who is hiding behind mask of kindness but really is evil. And this will be also revealed during one of these periods of darkness. 10, 15, 18. And a lot of that will be revealed under that period when there's a longer darkness. Not the shorter ones. Some kind of cleaning operation. And that is around 3 weeks. Month. Moon also signifies a month. And we will get a different vision what is really going on. And during one of those periods, as I said before, we're gonna see that we are not alone. Travelers from very far away will reveal themselves. They have been hiding, they have been in a way not letting us completely see them, but they can easily change a frequency or some kind of shield, energy shield, that make themselves visible for the human eye. And Animals. So here we have a little tiger baby, wild animal. They will be able to see them, those extraterrestrial beings, or feel them long before they show themselves. When they get closer to the planets or closer to us, the wild animals will sense their presence. And that could be good to be aware if we notice strange animal behaviors all around the world, as an indicator that something could be happening soon on the alien front. You probably, many of you, have many questions about, okay, what will happen if the electricity goes down? A lot of people are very depending on electricity for special life support machines or hospitals or this kind of things. I will take some cards on that question. What will happen to those that are really needing electricity in case the electricity goes down? Will they die? Will they suffer? Or will there be some kind of help or assistance for those people? I'm gonna take 5 cards on that question. One of these and one of these. I need 2 more. Okay. Here we have Page of Wands, 3 of coins, 8 of Wands, the Death, Ace of Swords. Here again we have the Death card in the Gypsy card, a beautiful woman. We have King of Coins next to the Death card, and 3 of Cups above the Death card here. Here in the center we have activity. We have 3 of Coins. So some kind of activity, some kind of, I don't know if they're gonna select certain places to lose energy or not. Even if death is hanging over, or the fear of death, but death can also mean change from something old to something new, completely transformation. But I don't get any horrific card. So really the death cards here just said it will be changed into something else. Maybe there will be some kind of, I don't know, beaming down electricity, so the people will not have to be afraid, because the 3 of Cups indicates party, light feelings, happiness, something to celebrate. I think they will have that under control, and some kind of substitute in case the electricity would go down. I don't see it being very threatening to the people that are in very big need of electricity to keep themselves alive. I think there will be some replaced with something else, so they will not have to suffer and die in case that would be the scenario. It's like they have everything under control. Ace of Swords. So it's really no use to get scared or panic before anything happens. We are not there yet. And in case that will happen, there will be some kind of solution to that problem. Yeah. So I just think we should stay calm and take it when it comes. Okay, now I'm gonna take some last cards on this darkness theme, if there are any last words to be said here today. Oh, this wants to come. 1, 2, 3. Any last words? We have 2 star cards. In the tarot card we have the star, page of coins, 4 of coins, and the star again in the major arcana card. Then in the oracle card we have a wishing well, and here we have the Fool. So we have here 2 star cards from the tarot card and the Fool. It looks like though these alien contacts or the alien, the extraterrestrial technology or their interference or their appearance to the humanity, to the human race, will come as a surprise, will be caught by surprise, and here is the Fool. So suddenly, from nowhere, they will appear. And we have the wishing well. So they will assist in helping humanity to overcome the evilness that we are hostage under today. And it's like they have been waiting, they have been preparing, they have been, like saving a lot of things until their appearance. And when they appear, a lot of people's wishes will come true. Yeah. So what I could see here today was that we don't have to fear so much about those darkness days. It seems like they are planned since long time ago, and it will be different kind of darkness, both spiritually, mentally, physically, economically, and in different kind of periods. But that is for changing the whole concept and cleaning out a lot of evilness that we live under today. And finally, so the good humans here, the good-hearted, the kind, loving, caring people can finally have the earth back. And for all the animals and Mother Nature that is really crying out for help in distress at the moment. But things are going to change. We are going to see some very, very magnificent and spectacular things. I'm gonna take one card, the last one, and that is if we can get some time perspective when this eventually could happen. When can we expect this to kick in? This darkness things and alien appearing. Here we have King of Swords, it's no number. And we have an ace. An ace is number 1. And number 1 could be 1 year, within 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, even 10 years. Difficult to say, but 1 year. And is, as I said, the good military, the loving and caring military will announce it first before those aliens appear on the sky. Well, that was my reading for the darkness theme. And if you have liked what you have seen and heard, please don't forget to press like button, share button and subscription button. And to all of you wonderful viewers out there, take care, stay calm, don't panic. If we are calmed and focused, we can transit those big changes much easily when they appear. So thanks again for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.